Hafide and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Crystal Paco, so glad you could join us. With just months to come into compliance, Guam's law enforcement agencies report they're not measuring up to fitness standards. At stake, the safety of the people of Guam. Here's more. It's crunch time.
We need to move, but we need to move quickly.
Chief of Police J.I. Cruz is referring to Guam law that requires all of Guam's peace officers to meet Air Force fitness standards. If the law remains as is, December 30 could be doomsday. GPD reporting only a 30% pass rate.
The people of Guam are going to lose 70% of the police officers, and we're already constrained as it is already. Imagine me grounding 70% of my police officers across the board. I don't think the people of Guam are prepared for that, to be quite frank with you. And again, I'm not taking anything away from any of the other agencies. But if I can't put 70% of my police officers to work, and only 30% of them are going to work, we might as well close shop.
In a Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission meeting this week, each of the agencies reported similar realities. That includes court marshals and probation officers, who continue to have the highest pass rate. Judiciary of Guam Fitness and Wellness Coordinator Roy Haynes.
They actually dropped, so we're sitting at like 68, 70% last year, October.
Yeah.
And then came down a little bit.
Would that be because people have quit and then the percentage?
Okay, maybe I think the holidays, and
yeah,
that might play a factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the general consensus at the court? Are they going to be in support of our?
Oh, yes, we're in support. We're just trying to be in compliance with the public. The bill, yes, sir.
The Post Commission is currently working with Senator Talina Nelson to shape up the fitness law. Even this is a concern for the Chief of Police, who says time isn't in their favor.
What we've seen historically in the legislature is it takes about 6 months to make this happen. And if we are at April 7th today, then I'm telling you we're at the very edge of the timeline before we need to get this thing going. So I would say that we need to come up with a plan to meet with Senator Nelson, to pose to her, and get this introduced as a bill as soon as we possibly can.
Their proposal: cut the mandated 1.5-mile run to 1 mile and eliminate the waist circumference measurement. In addition, give them another year for implementation. Chief of Airport Police Bob Camacho.
We should do it, appropriately and incrementally so that we can, and later on keep increasing it.
The fitness test includes a timed 1.5-mile run, push-ups and sit-ups, as well as a waistline measurement to correspond with age and gender. Those who fail to meet the minimum standard will face disciplinary action, possibly even termination. The next post-commission meeting is scheduled for May 12. Acting Governor Ray Tenorio proclaims May as Corrections Month. Tenorio says DepCor has come a long way over the years. Deputy Director Kate Baltazar read the proclamation, saying the professionalism, dedication, and courage shown by the officers and staff throughout the performance of these demanding and often conflicting roles deserve the utmost respect. She adds their profession requires careful and constant vigilance. As the threat of violence exists, an array of events will be held throughout the month of May. The decision by one major airline to suspend services between Taipei and Guam will likely affect tourism arrivals. Guam Visitors Bureau Vice President Tony Muñoz thanked EVA Airlines for its service over the past 6 years.
They were running the flights twice a week nightly, and they were doing reasonably well. However, when China Air changed to 5 times a week daily, I think that had an effect on EVA. Also, due to some leadership changes that they've been going through, that may also have led to a decision for them to suspend the route operation.
Muñoz said Taipei is a top third source market that is important to the island's diversification efforts. He added GVB representatives will be visiting Taipei next month to discuss the future air service developments between Taipei and Guam. A proposed solar project to benefit Guam's only public hospital is currently being reviewed by the Attorney General's office. The project has been in the works since last year, and according to Guam Memorial Hospital Administrator Peter John Camacho, it could lead to an anticipated $75,000 in annual savings. Camacho said GMH has been working with the AG's office to push the project forward and to complete the issuance of the solar project procurement. If you're spring cleaning, you may want to consider this worthy collection drive for your used school supplies. Here's more on the Broken Crayon Project. They say one man's trash is another's treasure. The same could be said for used school supplies.
Our motto is that a broken crayon is better than no crayon at all.
Now in its 6th year, Zuda Foundation Executive Director Carlotta Leon Guerrero says it's that time of year again, when they call out to the community for good, usable school supplies to send to our neighbors who need them most.
We know that there are many schools in Micronesia that don't have any school supplies at all. There's islands where there's no stores or there's no money, but there's still schools. So we try to get the school supplies out to the furthest islands, schools that are the most in need.
It's the perfect time for the collection drive. With the school year drawing to an end, teachers will be cleaning out their classrooms.
We're asking all the teachers and students at the end of the year, just put a box in your classroom and just put good usable school supplies in the box. What happens if we don't take this? It's almost all of it going to end up in the landfill. Every school teacher, every family, they just dump this and then they buy brand new notebooks and rulers and crayons when this is still perfectly good. And so it's got recycling, it's saving the environment, it's moving good usable products to schools that are in need. Everything about it is just smart.
On a funny note, one year they collected enough sports jerseys from a local high school, enough to outfit an entire team with an unexpected mascot.
For some reason, every single name on them is Guzman. So I go to the islands and they tell me that you got to see the Guzmans. The Guzmans, they put a team together and they're all called the Guzmans. They have no idea why.
Once on the main islands, the boxes go on to the Sea Haven in Pohnpei, a medical ship which travels to the 16 furthest islands in Micronesia. All donated school supplies must be dropped off to Agata Johnston Middle School by the end of June. For more information, you can call the Azuda Foundation at 473-3003. And now for this month's Good Neighbors segment, we feature a Good Samaritan in our community and highlight their everyday acts of selflessness.
The Good Neighbor, presented by Title Guarantee, Guam's first, oldest, and most experienced title and escrow company.
She's one out of over 150 members, but something about her makes her shine above the rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Volunteer of the Year is Linda Simon.
In a ceremony held on Thursday, Linda Simon was recognized for her work with the Guam Memorial Hospital Volunteers Association, and she received the Volunteer of the Year award. While she's been with the organization since November 2009, her commitment to their mission was undeniable last year. In 2016 alone, she volunteered over 500 hours.
Before I go up there, I want to do something with my community and so as my church. I worked for 28 years, from corporate environment. And this is one of my goals ever since I was working, that to become a volunteer.
Solidifying her MVP status in the GMH VA is her background in IT. The GMH VA credit her to saving them thousands of dollars to hire a full-time specialist to transition them into the 21st century technology to efficiently operate the hospital gift shop.
When I joined, they have the dinosaur register. And then, so I guess it's about time to have the new POS like other stores like Kmart, Macy's, and like that. So it just so happened that I'm very much familiar with it. So it gets recorded, inventory, sales, like that. You know what is best sellers, you know what's slow sellers. So we know how to make money.
The Volunteer of the Year, Linda Simon.
And as a recipient of this month's Good Neighbor Award, Title Guarantee has gifted $100 to Simon's Charity of Choice. Obviously, the GMHVA. Better known to the public as the Pink Ladies because of their pink vests, they operate the hospital's gift shop and work all year long to fundraise for the hospital. In the last 50 years, the Pink Ladies have donated millions of dollars worth of medical equipment and hospital furnishings and supplies.
I encourage everyone actually because this is something that you can show your support to the community. And that's what I love about it. You know, especially we have only one local hospital, and poor local hospital, we don't have enough equipment. So the only way is for us to fundraise with the Pink Ladies and with generous donation from the community.
The Good Neighbor, presented by Title Guarantee, Guam's first, oldest, and most experienced title and escrow company.
Visit the KUAM News website or app and let us know who is deserving of this award and why. A winner will be selected every month. Additionally, Title Guarantee will also reward the monthly Good Neighbor winner with a cash prize to go towards a local charity of their choice. 200 public and private school students participated in the Sengwaizahao Guahan Youth Conference held at the Guam Museum. The conference was spearheaded by the University of Guam Social Work Advocacy Class program and focuses on Chamorro identity and how that issue resonates with island youth. Here's organizer Rosario Perez.
They ask these questions and they probe these questions on what it means to be Chamorro, how they express themselves, what struggles they face, and we're getting a lot of really good feedback.
The conference also discussed the island's political status and aims to result in the adoption of a resolution that will be shared with the Guam Youth Congress and the Guam Legislature's Committee on Innovation and Economic, Workforce and Youth Development. Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we'll rehash some of the big stories of the past week, and still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers report.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming of KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment. No more long lines. And you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance.
Two things come to play when talking about mobile data: price and speed. Let's look at what happens when we compare the competition against iTeeny's $80 plan. Docomo's $79 plan comes with 6 gigs. iTeeny's $80 plan comes with 20. GTA's $80 plan comes with 10 gigs. Better, but you get twice as much at iTeeny. iTeeny has the best network and the data to back it up. Get unlimited talk and text and 20 gigabytes for $80 at iTeeny. Oh, and if you bring your own device, get 40 gigs.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
Check Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven-baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Health, home, and lifestyle. News and information on wellness, health, balance, and fitness. Join Isa Baza on Tuesdays for instant motivation, inspiration, and important health news from around our community. Presented by Paradise Fitness. Exercise is medicine.
Today and welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the past week. And we had a lot of talk about robberies. Nick?
Yeah, Chris, it started off the week, starting off Monday, where we spoke with the Dairy Mart store there in Manila, giving us the surveillance video there where we saw the robber come in with a handgun and hold that store at gunpoint right there for making off with the cash and some cigarettes. And revelation for the police department, that robbery task force announcing at the end of the week that they made an arrest, 5 arrests actually, in their investigations for that robbery and for 2 other game room robberies. So they said more to come.
Ness, you did some work with H2?
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce held its monthly meeting, and 2 of the speakers were Greg Massey of Department of Labor and Melinda Swavely, who is a longtime immigration lawyer, and they talked about the ongoing problem with H-2B visa and the impact it's having not only on the construction industry, but the economy as a whole. And they talked about some things that the government needs to do to try and resolve this. And they're hopeful that the Trump administration will kind of reverse course. They blame the previous administration, the Obama administration, for changing their interpretation of the policy. Mm-hmm. And they're hopeful that perhaps the Republican administration of Donald Trump will turn that around. There was also word out of the airport that EVA Airways, which has been flying between Guam and Taipei for the last 6 years or so, will be pulling out effective June 7th, but no word yet on the reason behind that.
Thanks, Ness. And Britt, you were working on another 360 coverage?
Yes, so this week for Guam All Around, we have a 360 video of the Laddie Village up at the Guam National Wildlife Refuge. And it's really interesting because the Laddie Village is located in the part of the refuge usually closed off to the public. So you'll get to see something new maybe, and if you like it, you could call them and schedule a tour. We also started streaming in 360 degrees, so everyone can go to our Facebook page and YouTube to check out those live streams.
And that means there's no hiding behind the camera because every 360 you see everything.
Something new.
And I know that you went to the Mount Carmel Science Fair,
yeah.
So you can see all the projects and all the kids. And myself, I spent a lot of time in the courtroom. Paul Sanchez, if that name sounds familiar, he's a former longtime police officer. He was sentenced in the Superior Court to 21 years behind bars. Again, a few years ago, he was busted for using his authority as a police officer to rape a woman. So he went there to have sex with a woman who listed her services on Craigslist, but didn't pay for the sex. And so he was convicted of that crime and will serve 21 years behind bars, but not just yet. The catch is, he noticed the court that he's going to appeal the case. And so because of that, the court granted defense's motion that he remain on house arrest pending his appeal. So 21 years doesn't start just yet for him. But he's around 50 years old today, so that means either way he'd be over 70 years old by the time he's done doing his time. And if you have any news tips for any of us here at the news on the news desk, you can email us at reporters@kuam.com. It's that easy.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
Come and celebrate the love of culture at the 29th Guam Micronesia Island Fair, a 5-day event from Wednesday, May 3rd to Sunday, May 7th at Paseo de Susana in Agana. Kick off the fair with opening ceremony at 6 p.m. on Wednesday at the Chamorro Village. Enrich your experience with cultural exhibits, a farmer's market, petting zoo, special performances, delicious food, and much more. Admission is free. The 29th Guam Micronesia Island Fair is presented by United Airlines, T Galleria, Bank of Guam, GTA, Pepsi, Hanum, the stations of KUAM, and Miller Lite. Brought to you by Monster Energy, Cars Plus, Cycles Plus, and Guam Plaza Hotel. Special thanks to Pacific Daily News, Matson, and Nokaoi. Go to visitguam.com or follow GVB on Facebook and Instagram for fair updates. The 29th Guam Micronesia Island Fair is a Guam Visitors Bureau signature event.
From the moment you see it, it commands your respect. You can feel its immense power. The only way to master it is to venture inside. Go ahead, dive in. The GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Get 16% below MSRP on select Sierra 1500 crew cab vehicles in stock. That's over $9,000 on this Sierra.
Visit AutoSpot GMC today.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Health, home, and lifestyle. News and information on wellness, health, balance, and fitness. Join Isabaza on Tuesdays for instant motivation, inspiration, and important health news from around our community. Presented by Paradise Fitness. Exercise is medicine.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
On Tuesday, April 11, at around 10 in the evening, officers from the Dedido Precinct Command responded to a report of a robbery at the Winter Game Room located in Harmon. Now, according to the police report, 2 masked individuals armed with knives entered the game room and demanded money. The suspects then fled with cash from the register and a purse belonging to one of the attendants. The suspects were also seen fleeing in a silver Nissan hardbody pickup. Suspects were described to be male local, with suspect number 1 wearing slippers, dark shorts, and a hooded sweater. Suspect number 2 was wearing dark long-sleeve shirt, jeans, and the light-colored shoes. As a result of the robbery, no one was hurt, and the Guam Police Department and the Guam Crime Stoppers need the help from the community. If anyone have any information, they are encouraged to call the Guam Crime Stoppers 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP. Your call does make a difference.
If you have any information about this case, please call the Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP or text 688-STOP. You can also visit our webpage at www.guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615, 6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
Take on the unexpected with a car that could stop for you. Nissan Safety Shield Technologies, available in the Altima, Sentra, and Maxima.
2 things come to play when talking about mobile data: price and speed. Let's look at what happens when we compare the competition against iTeeny's $80 plan. Docomo's $79 plan comes with 6 gigs. iTeeny's $80 plan comes with 20. GTA's $80 plan comes with 10 gigs. Better, but you get twice as much at ITE. ITE has the best network and the data to back it up. Get unlimited talk and text and 20 gigabytes for $80 at ITE. Oh, and if you bring your own device, get 40 gigs.
Meet Hoist Gracie. 7th degree black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial artist legend, and all-around tough guy. Some things in life just aren't as tough as Hoist. For Hoist, only things built for the big boys will do.
Yes, hi. I'm looking for a big boy truck. I'm ready for one.
Most things in life aren't quite built tough enough. Except for this. America's best-selling truck for 40 years straight. When you're ready for a big boy truck, Triple J Ford is the place.
You need to get a big boy truck.
Why is tourism Guam's #1 industry? Tourism benefits our economy. Visitors come to our shores to experience our island. More tourist spending means more dollars flowing into our economy. Tourism creates jobs. From bell service to front desk to tour agents, more jobs mean more opportunities. Tourism builds businesses. From hotels to shops to restaurants, more businesses mean more dreams come true. Tourism preserves our culture. In the visitor industry, culture takes center stage. Celebrating our culture means keeping our traditions alive. Tourism keeps our land and waters clean. It all adds up. Tourism improves our quality of life. It helps make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Tourism works for Guam.
Health, home, and lifestyle. News and information on wellness, health, balance, and fitness. Join Isabaza on Tuesdays for instant motivation, inspiration, and important health news from around our community. Presented by Paradise Fitness. Exercise is medicine.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday to you, Sean William McFadji. We hope you enjoy your special day from your family. Happy 18th birthday, Louis Medina. Love always Mom, Dad, Sister Annika, and Grandma Nita. Happy birthday, Eileen Janae Gaither from the family. Happy 8th birthday to Aliana Lee from Mom, Dad, and the brothers. Happy 10th birthday to Kawika Kalia. Love you, Mom and Dad. And last but not least, happy birthday to you, Lori Ann and Dr. Cruz. Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. And that's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by ITE Life in Motion.